yeah, I just want to like get on a floaty mat and float around there all day with a tropical drink in my hand. It also has a swim-up pool bar, so that's actually a possibility. Welcome back, travel fans. I'm Morgan from the very unofficial travel guides, and today I'm going to take you around the Lopesan Costa Meloneras resort on Gran Canaria. Whew, it is hot in the sun and I am already shiny. But hey, I'm on vacation. Who cares? I've already said where I am, and if you've landed on this video, then you probably fit into one of two categories. The people who just watch all my videos because I don't know why. Why do you? Or people who are planning a trip to Gran Canaria and who are maybe considering staying at this resort. So I'm gonna try to show you everything I think you're gonna need to see before you make your decision. And I'll tell you in advance, I would definitely stay here. Again, that doesn't mean it's perfect. I mean, I always find problems, and we'll talk about those too. Let's start where every part of your hotel or resort stay starts, and that is in the lobby. When you exit the lobby, you come to this amazing, huge, sort of, I don't know, what would you call it, courtyard area. It's kind of ugly right now because of the construction happening, but there's just lots of places to sit and have a glass of wine in the afternoon or before dinner. They have live music here at night. They also offer live shows up on this stage, and they're definitely not the same quality as what you would see on one of the major cruise ships, but it's a fun way to pass time in the evening, and I think kids would especially love them. But one of the most impressive things when you come out of the lobby is the view of this amazing pool. I don't know if this is one of the biggest pools in the world, but I can't imagine that there are many pools that are much bigger than this. It's a free-form infinity edge pool overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, and it's just amazing. I mean, I've been fishing in lakes smaller than this pool. It starts up here and goes all the way back there, which is sort of the kids area. That's where there's zero entry, which means it like starts out flat and then gets deeper. And then it goes all the way down there. Do you see how small those people are at the edge? It's absolutely gigantic. And when you go underwater in the pool and you have like goggles on or you open your eyes, it's just like blue forever. In fact, let me show you. It just goes on and on and on. And in case you were wondering what it looks like at the edge of an infinity pool, what really happens at the end, it looks like this. So, not that exciting. Down here is a restaurant, and actually you can see like the pool part ends like right here, and then there's a little bit of water here, and then that turns into a waterfall that goes down there for the people sitting in that restaurant. But then that back there is actually the ocean. Here is another one of the pools, and this is the only pool, at least the only pool that I've seen that's not at the spa that is, what would you call it? Symmetrical? I mean, I don't think that makes much of a difference, but I call this the Spitty Dog Pool. Why do you think I call it that? It's a little bit quieter over here, and one advantage is because of the building here, there's a lot of shade. So all these sun chairs are basically in the shade almost all day. But that behind me, that is what I consider to be my favorite pool here. It is a long, winding, free-form pool around an island, and it actually is somewhat of a lazy river. There's a very, very easy, slight current to it. And look at this awesome waterfall feature. It's just so beautiful. The theming is amazing, and yeah, I just want to like get on a floaty mat and float around there all day with a tropical drink in my hand. It also has a swim-up pool bar, so that's actually a possibility. This is then pool number 4, which is probably, is it the smallest? I don't know. But it's also a free-form pool. And if you book one of the rooms or suites that are like swim-up, which is really amazing, those are here. So like, these are people's rooms, and they can just wake up in the morning and go right into the pool. Here's another interesting feature I wanted to show you. Down here is that lazy river freeform pool with the waterfall and the bridges, and up here is another sun deck, and this sun deck overlooks the ocean. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. You have an ocean view and a pool view and a bar. If you watch my videos every week and follow me on Facebook, then you know that one of the main reasons I picked this resort is because of the tennis courts and the fact that their tennis trainer is former Olympian Maui Serna. And I had 3 days of like training, of workshops with her, and it was really, really fun, and it was very helpful, and she told me so many great stories about what it was like to like win against Serena Williams, and what it was like to play you know, with Jennifer Capriati and stuff like that. And so it was a really cool mix of improving my tennis and hearing about like the good old days of the WTA, which I was a big fan of. Here's one of the courts. You might not have heard of this kind of surface before. It is a mix of sand and carpet, basically. And I've never played on this surface anywhere other than the Canary Islands. And yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to if you're used to only playing on carpet or only playing on clay, but you'll get used to it. Attached to the main building where the lobby and the restaurants are these large courtyard areas, and that is where most of the rooms are located. I love this kind of design with these open air hallways on the way to the room. So in the morning when you wake up and come out and open your door, you have sun, and at night it's just a really cool atmosphere. Look at this one, you guys. I didn't even see this one yet. Cool. It's like a cave of trees in here. I love it. And I mean, imagine waking up and walking through this every day on your way to the pool or to breakfast. However, some of the hallways are kind of dark, as I'm showing you now. Yeah. This is with all the lights on, and it's the middle of the day. I'm on the ground floor, so I mean, it's not like you spend a lot of time in the hallways, and I definitely don't feel like it's unsafe, but it's just dark, don't you think? And actually, here is a model of the whole resort, so this is pretty cool. This is the lobby and entrance area, and right over here is where my room is. As you can see, the standard rooms are all on this side, so you will have a view of, you know, the parking lot, the entrance area, this courtyard, that is the casino, or I think these are probably also standard rooms. And I actually have not been into this courtyard. I don't know what's over there, but I'm gonna go look. Here is the mini golf area. And then here is the amazing pool area. And then all along here are those restaurants that I was telling you about. Speaking of the rooms, here is just a really quick view of my room. I made a much more detailed feature about the room, so if you want to see that, look for it in my library or check out, maybe I've put a link to it in the description below. Many of the rooms here have either a pool view or an ocean view or both. But if you book a standard room, which is what I have, you're gonna have a view of the street. But they're not all bad. I mean, I basically have a view of the parking lot when you just look at it on the map, but this is what it looks like. It's gonna be kind of loud when I go out here because the water feature is on, but I mean, for being the less optimal view, I don't think this is too bad, right? That's the parking lot, but it still feels like vacation, and I think that's important. In the detailed video about the room, I talk about certain advantages and disadvantages, I think, of the design. And let me just tell you in this video, the room is not gonna be the highlight of your stay here. That doesn't mean it's bad, but just sort of have that in your mind. The highlights are the tennis program, the pools, the whole pool area, which is absolutely amazing, the spa, and the location so close to the beach and to some really nice restaurants. I'm just saying, don't come for the room. I have a standard view room, and when I checked in, the woman at reception said, standard view has a view of the street. And I showed you my view, but I wanted to show you what the view could be like if you book an upgrade. So this is floor 4, and I'm at the front of the resort now. There's the famous lighthouse. This is that pool number 4 that I showed you. The great big pool is over here. Pretty nice. The resort also has 2 I guess if you're used to cruising, you would call them main dining rooms. It's very similar to being on a cruise. They both have somewhat different decors, but they serve the same food for breakfast and the same food for dinner. They both have inside and outside areas. One of them is outside to the pool side, and the other one is outside to like the entrance indoor courtyard area. I booked half board, which means my breakfast and my dinner are included. I don't have to pay extra for that. And I would say the food is not bad. That doesn't mean I'm not impressed with it, but I don't eat meat and I don't eat seafood, and it is really a lot of, from what I've seen, amazing meat and seafood offerings. But as a vegetarian, I've been eating like cheese sandwiches and salad for every meal. So if you have dietary restrictions, if you don't eat meat or things like that, I don't know if you would want to book half board. If you're staying here, I would say maybe better to go out to eat, because just in front of here, just in front of the resort, is a big promenade with a lot of really great restaurants. I've been to several of them already. My 2 favorites are the Sushi Mex, where they have sushi and Mexican. Weird combination, but it works. And an Indian restaurant that I think is called Matahari. Very nice. I just wanted to mention the food offerings, and they also have a couple like upcharge restaurants or a la carte restaurants where if you go to eat there, then you pay extra. There's a few at the pool, as well as bars and pool bars. There's also a supermarket and shops, just like you would expect in any gigantic resort. But I wanted to now go find out if there really is another pool over here on this side. This is the mini golf course here. So yeah, also fun activity to do here to practice your putting skills. And I haven't been over here at all yet, so I thought I would walk over here with you guys and just see what it's like. As far as mini golf courses go, it seems to be quite nice. It's in good shape. There aren't, you know, like windmills and shark mouths and stuff like that you might have seen at some other mini golf places, but yeah, this is part of the resort. And oh wow, it goes way back here. I haven't been back here at all. Check this out. Got this nice rock wall theming, and yeah, I just really like the look of this. I bet this is a fun course to play because the greens are all so long. So I bet the scores that you get here are really high though, just because the holes take probably a long time. You probably have to do many shots in order to get it in the hole. So I could imagine that would be quite a fun experience. I don't really feel like doing it on my own because then who am I competing against? I need that competition. But I think I'm just about to the end of the course now, and according to that model, when I turn the corner here, there should be another pool, and I'm really curious to see if there is. There's even some people playing mini golf here. All right, so it should be, if it exists, it should be over here. Is there a pool back there? Nope, not a pool. It's a lake. Oh well. But what you can also see here is one of the outdoor seating areas for the restaurants. Yeah, people wait a long time to be able to sit outside. And I prefer sitting inside just because of the air conditioning and less bugs. So what do you think? Was that enough information if you were considering staying here? Did that help you? And if you never considered staying here, do you think you'd like to stay here? Like I said, I would love to come back. The major pluses for me are the location really close to the beach, the amazing pool area with one of the biggest pools I've ever seen anywhere, and just the all-around design of everything except the rooms, basically. And I'll say it again, the rooms are fine, but they're just a little bit under what I would expect from a 4.5-star resort that costs over 200 euros a night. But I guess that money, I don't know, pays for all the other great things. I don't know. Please let me know if you have any questions. I spent a lot of time walking around this side of the beach here. Meloneras is what it's called. Write me a comment below or write to me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And special thanks, I haven't said it in a while, but special thanks to all the VIPs over at Patreon. Your names are running over here and I really appreciate it. Hasta la vista.